Hey guys, it's Stacy with YA Fiction Freaks, and today I will be doing my bookshelf tour for you guys. I'm going to try and get it both in. Some of these over here are boring, so I'm not going to go through all of them, just the ones that are interesting. And over here, I'm going to do all these because these are my YA fiction and they're awesome, so hope you guys like it. Okay, so here's my top shelf. Over here I have Egyptology, Mythology, Dragonology, Narnia, the Chronology, From the Archives of the Last King, and Vampires, the Terrifying Journal of Cornelius Van Helsing. These books are like pop-up books for young adults, and I think they're fun. I usually pick them up at Borders for $5, and they get all this like cool stuff in it that pops up. This comes out and twirls around, so they're fun. I've read them all except for this one. And over here I have my Chronicles of Narnia series, but I got these when I was really young, and I just realized when I got this book that I didn't have number 7. And then over here, of course, I have my Harry Potter books. I have all of them. And then down here, I have the Perseus Jackson and the Olympians series. I have the Lightning Thief, the Sea of Monsters, the Titan's Curse, the Battle of the Labyrinth, and the Last Olympian. They're pretty good. I've read them. It's kind of like Harry Potter, but with a Greek mythology theme to it, so it's pretty cool. They were decent. I liked them. And down here, I don't know if you guys can see these two very well. I have Need and Captivate. Down here on my second shelf, I have The Host by Stephanie Meyer. I love that book. I have my Immoral Instruments series, The City of Bones, City of Ash, City of Glass. These books rock. If you haven't read them, read them. Then, this book sounded really familiar to me, and I could not put my finger on it, so I went ahead and got it. It's called A Wrinkle in Time. It just sounded familiar, and it was bugging me that I couldn't place it, so I just got it to check it out. And then I have Twilight, the graphic novel. I've never read a graphic novel, but Gina's review on it was so good, I figured why not start with Twilight. Then I have my Twilight series, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. Then I have Fallen by Lauren Kate. Once Dead, Twice Shy. Then I have The Hunger Games and Catching Fire. Then I have Evermore, Blue Moon, and Shadowland, which is the Immortal series, which it's hard to explain because it goes up and down. Some parts suck, some parts are awesome, but... And then I have Marked and Betrayed. I only have 2 books in the House of Knives series. I have not read them yet. And then I have 1 through 3 of the Swoop series. I have not read those yet either. So, and then I have Inkheart and The Summoning, which I can't wait to read. You guys can't really see these too good. There's Inkheart. It's a movie. I thought it looked pretty good. It's a series. Check it out. And The Summoning. I have not read this yet either. Jessie said it was good. Down here on my third shelf, I have Dead Witch Walking by Kim Harrison. It's just also signed. And then I have Finnegan of the Rock, The Rose Labyrinth. This one is not actually a very good story, but it's pretty fun because you open it up and it's got these cards that have sayings on the back that's supposed to help you figure out the mystery within the book that's being told in the book, and it's pretty fun. It's decent. The story itself wasn't very good, but those little cards were fun. And then I have Signs and Symbols, which I got for Valentine's Day. And I have Incarceron, Beautiful Creatures, The Forest of Hands and Teeth. Then I have a collection of tales and poems by Edgar Allan Poe. I really like Edgar Allan Poe. I think some of his stories are really cool, but some of them are kind of weird. Like this one has pictures, the original artwork that goes with each story, which I really like Edgar Allan Poe. Then I have the Fairy Oracle, which they're cards with fairies on them. Long story. Then I got Eyes Like the Stars, Hush Hush, and I really don't know how to say this one too well, so I'm just going to butcher it right here for you guys. It's Ketra and the Lord of the Death. I cannot wait to read this book. Look at this. They're like meeting in secret and like they're making out. And I just got this, and it's a story about a girl who is walking through the woods one day and is slowly starting to die. And she meets Death, and Death said that he'll give her one more chance one day to find true love, and then he'll let her live. If not, she'll die. So, kind of excited about that one. Then I have Daniel Steele's Granny Dan. This is the only Daniel Steele's books I have ever read, and it was really good. Devoured, The Time Traveler's Wife, which I haven't seen the movie. I think that when you have a book and a movie, you should try to read the book first, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to read the book first. Then I have The Other Boiling Girl, which I've read. It's pretty good. The Shack. I really like The Shack, if you haven't read The Shack. It's about religion, and it's a really good, cute little twist on religion that's really good, but really sad. And then I have Nightlife. It's a book that makes fun of Twilight, which I think that, eventually you're just going to have to make fun of something that you love. It's not the best, but it has its moments that are pretty funny. Then I have The Cement Garden and Atonement. I would not get The Cement Garden. This is like a 1. I would never, this is a 0. But, I love my books and I can't throw them away. But this is a very weird book. Don't get it. And then I have Wicked Lovely. Gina said it was really good. And then I have my Golden Compass series. And I have Gifts and Voices. This is a 3-book series. Kind of excited to read these. I haven't got the 3rd one yet. Okay, I'm going to try to hurry it up a little bit because I'm running out of time. So, let's see if I can speed through this real quick. I got The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, The Odyssey, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Pride and Prejudice, Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of the Opera was really good because Gaston Lennox writes it like it's a true story, so it makes you believe there's a Phantom of the Opera. Great Expectations, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Little Women, The Last of the Mohicans, Red Badge of Courage, and Maggie. These are war stories, so they're not very good. Select Poems by Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson is a brilliant poet. If you guys like poetry, you should pick her up because she's genius. I mean, I marked all the ones that I liked, and there's a lot that I liked, so. I got The Narrative of Life and Other Writings of Frederick Douglass. Scarlet Letter. Scarlet Letter was a very big disappointment. Nothing like the movie. The characters are cowards in the book. They're not like totally in love, and they're just cowards. Call the Wild and White Fang. I really liked this book. It's from a dog's point of view, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was different and unique, and I liked it. I know I said I was going to try to hurry up, but I'm going to take a moment to talk about Moby Dick. Moby Dick is the worst book I have ever read. It is painstakingly long, and I started reading it in September of last year, and I didn't finish till January of this year. That's how long this book is, and it's just not worth it. I kept thinking that any minute it's going to pick up, but it didn't, and I was bound and determined to finish it. Not good. Do not get it. It's very boring. Never read it. I'm sorry I keep clearing my throat. I got a little bit of a cold. And then I got The Jungle, Beowulf. I couldn't understand Beowulf, so if you can, more power to you. Pride and Prejudice, Alice in Wonderland, Sense and Sensibility, and Wuthering Heights. I have my popsicle sticks in this little jar. We're supposed to write down the name of the book and then what number it is in our book challenge, and May is my middle name. So that concludes my bookshelf tour. I'm sorry it was so long, but when I get talking about my books, it's hard for me to stop. I didn't get to finish this bottom shelf or start on this shelf. If I had like 5 more minutes, I could get through it real quick, but I don't. So these have no YA fiction in them, so they're not really that exciting, so I'm probably not going to do them. If you guys would like to see them anyways, just let me know, and I'll try to get that in for you guys. So I'm running out of time, so happy reading.